And good morning. Hope you're doing well today. It is Friday, fun Friday here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Oh, just to let you know, I did put an announcement that I am working on my book. It's about getting to the next level, and it has some information and tips and tricks and things you could do for a personal career growth and business growth. Because if you're an entrepreneur or business owner, you're thinking business growth, but the same things apply as in a career. So that book's coming out. I'll be putting out pieces as we go. And today is Fun Friday here on the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show. It is our, 1263rd show on our program. And every Friday, we talk about things having fun. And today I want to talk about Whiff ball. You can call it wiffle ball, you can call it something else, but whiff ball, something you could do to get out of the office and everything as you go. And I always try to come up with ways to go outside. A post from years ago is how to build a little badminton court in the side yard or the parking lot of your office, and how to do that. And today I just want to bring up something fun because I was watching some baseball stuff, Savannah Bananas, Banana Ball, and there's this new glow in the dark baseball league and all that kind of stuff. And they talked about different things, and I wanted to explore that with you a little bit on having some fun with your team and the people. Now, this applies to anybody. It could be an IT team, it could be a sales team, it could be anybody, friends, whatever. It's really what the beauty of wiffle ball, if done right, is it doesn't have to be like a sport. It's not about hitting home runs and everything, but there is a trick that if they are really good at wiffle ball, that we're going to change it up a little bit, and we may call it whiff ball. So here's a wiffle ball bat. Looks like this, it's yellow bat. Usually pretty skinny. Got the wiffle balls. I got two different colored wiffle balls. You don't have to have different colored wiffle balls, but I figured it'd be fun because I want to change things up. Now, people say, what are we going to play wiffle ball? And you can play, you lay little bases, or you don't have to have bases. You could just have people in the field and certain levels. If it goes, it's a single, it's a double, or what, or you can run around the bases. If you're worried about getting sweaty and everything, then you don't run around the bases. You just put like past a trash can or a bike or chair or whatever is a hit or a double or something like that. And then you just keep score. Now, the reason why I have these two balls, I was thinking like banana ball, you can change the rules around a little bit. So maybe, because you usually get a bunch of these little white balls, and then you get some different colored balls in there. I think this is a curve ball. Like if you pitch it, it'll actually do a curve ball. And what I would say is that maybe you give the balls different values, like in Scrum, right? They get different points level. Like this would be a single point. And since this is a curveball, if you hit the curveball, maybe you get double the points because it's much more difficult to do. Sounds like pointing stories, right? So this ball, the little white ball or whatever, you can get a yellow ball, but my son gave me this little red ball. Maybe this is a single, right? This would be a 1 point ball. And this would be a double point. So whatever point you would have got, you would 2x it. So if you were to hit this curve ball or the red ball or whatever color, an odd color ball, it becomes a different point. Now, what brought this up playing this game of wiffle ball? So last night my son was out getting coached in baseball, which I love the fact that he's doing it on his own. He wants to do it. He wants to be better. It's not me. And these older kids, college age, middle 20s or whatever, they saw these younger kids playing wiffle ball. And I heard in the background, one of the younger guys said, "Oh, why can't we play wiffle ball? I would love to play wiffle ball." And when I heard that in his voice, is that I would love to play wiffle ball. I'm like, well, wouldn't your team at the office love to play wiffle ball? Right? So this is something you could do outdoors. You can get to a local park. There's parks everywhere. You don't need a lot of space. You can do it, and you get a wiffle ball bat at Walmart or one of these box stores or dollar stores or whatever. They're not very expensive. Now, if you're worried about the wiffle ball bat, you can. Looking back, I saw this. This is a badminton racket. So if you have an old badminton, again, you can buy these at a cheap store or whatever. You can hit it with the badminton racket. So maybe if somebody's not as instead of being all whiffs, you can have them hit it with the badminton racket. Now the problem with that is they might try to hit it really hard and actually break the badminton racket. And then whoever you make a rule. Whoever breaks the badminton racket has to buy coffee or bring donuts or whatever to the next time you guys meet. So maybe there's a penalty. Yeah, you want to hit it hard, but don't hit it so hard you break it. If you break it, you bought it. And you have to buy us all drinks after work, or you have to buy us lunch, or buy us pizza, or bring some healthy food in, or treat us all to coffee, something like that. So you put some restrictions so they can't hit it. Because the nice thing about this is they might not hit it as far as they would with the wiffle ball bat, the whiff bat, but with the badminton racket they might. Now there are other ways. I might share another way. You can also do this in the office. So I didn't set it up here because I had a bunch of them, but I don't have it. But the paper towel rolls about this long, about a foot long, foot and a half, and inside it has that fiberboard center. What you could do if you don't want to go outside and do something, though I think you should get fresh air. I read an article the other day or watched a podcast, and the guy said that to help your immune system, just go outside for 15 minutes, get some fresh air. That alone gets all your immune system working well. So we're trying to get some happy thoughts and some good, healthy air coming in. And you say it's a city, Greg. It's not healthy. Well, it's better than what's on the inside. You'd be amazed what's on the inside of the houses between in my office, cat tender, rugs, carpets, paints, whatever. It exists everywhere. But going outside, it's nice, it's fun. Your body reacts. Maybe get some sun, not to where you get sunburned, but you go out and have fun. But what I was saying with the paper towel rolls, you can turn that into a whiff bat, right? You make that little bat, maybe put a couple of those, collect them over time, or have everyone, if you get one, bring them in, bring one in, turn it into a big wiffle ball bat, take some duct tape or some scotch tape or whatever tape you have, invisible tape, whatever that tape is, and you tape it up and make it into a bat. Now, then what you can do is take a piece of paper and crumple it up into a ball, right? And you can use that as your wiffle ball, right? So you can do that indoors because it won't necessarily break anything, right? And again, if they break your wiffle ball bat, which is the paper tube, because they swang it too hard or did something, maybe they have to pay a penalty, right? So I wanted to give that to you because there's ways to make it difficult. Now, there is one other thing that you can do. So we got those difficulties things. One of the areas, if you really want to do, in the last inning or maybe every so many innings, bat opposite hand. So if I'm right-handed, I'll bat like this, right? But in wiffle ball, maybe I'll bat left-handed. Make it harder. Make it difficult. Make it out of the norm. Make it uncomfortable for them to bat. So I call it whiff ball because you're going to miss it. But every couple innings, say switch bats, switch hit. And every couple innings, you switch the way they bat. If they were batting right-handed in the first two innings, you make them switch and hit left-handed. If they're batting left-handed, after two innings, they switch left-handed. And this changes them up. And why I want to do it, because I want two things I want them to learn besides having fun. So we're learning a couple things. One, we're learning about value. Maybe some have more value than the other, different pointing, right? When we do pointing. The other thing is, being uncomfortable, and it's okay. You will survive. You will not die, right? Some people think, oh my God, I get a bat. That's fine. Half of us won't hit it at all. One of us will get lucky, maybe get a hit or something like that. But switch hands. Make it uncomfortable. Make them experience being uncomfortable in something as minor and nothing as a whiff ball, right? So I wanted to share that today on Fun Friday, trying to get you all out of the office. Now, one of the things, remember, I am sharing this on a Friday. I love doing fun events on a Wednesday in the middle of the week. Why? Because it breaks up the monotony. Everyone's already thinking about going out and everything like that. So that's one of the things I do. I just change it up. Love doing it on a Wednesday, even though we do a fun Friday because it matches. Yeah, that's why I do fun Fridays. But I like to have fun with my teams on a Wednesday. So I'm giving you this on a Friday. Doesn't mean you have to do it on a Friday, though. Friday would be fun. No one's there in the office. You can take a break, run outside, burn off some energy. But I really like doing this kind of activity on a Wednesday because it breaks up the week. It de-stress them. So if they're really stressed out, so here's another thing. As a coach or a scrum master or a leader, whoever hits this ball out of the ballpark, they're a little stressed up. They got a lot of stress going on in their life. And you might want to, are you doing okay? You really smacked the heck out of that ball, that wiffle ball, and knocked it out of the ballpark. I want to make sure you're okay. When we're stressing you out, I'm just jokingly, but it gives you an in on asking if they're all stressed out or they got all upset, So what's up? How you doing? What something? It's a wiffle ball, right? So anyway, wanted to share that with you today on this fun Friday. Always try to come up with something different. I don't think we've ever talked wiffle ball before. We've talked a lot of other things, but not wiffle ball. So I want to wish you best. I want to wish you a happy Friday. I want to wish you best of luck in all your dreams and goals. Hope you have a good weekend. Hope you get to spend some time with family and friends and enjoy the workplace. I mentioned today, I put out something on my own personal thing where I talk about nice thing about Fridays is all the grumpy people left. And it's quiet, and the people who are left on a Friday, usually the ones that enjoy their job and are willing to talk and have some fun. So with that, have the best day of your life. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Take care. And again, I am going to write a book. It's hard. It's a job. All right. Take care, everyone. See you later.